Hey everybody, welcome in. And Frank Wolf. Who knew? Who knew we'll be actually getting them in game? They look cool. I'm glad he's got this cheetah. And let's just start this off. He is a defensive character. He's meant to be an offensive, defensive kind of character like we've seen with Beast. He gives off vibes of a lot of other kind of characters in his kit. So let's just jump into it and we'll see how we go. Also, his stats, before we just jump into this, his stats are fairly solid to start with, and especially his speed. He is very fast for a starting off character. So that off the bat, that is already showing you that they're gonna be, I'd say they're gonna be pretty solid, having good stats, offensive, defense, and speed. That is a solid start. So jumping into his basic, he is going to deal a good amount of damage, also with 30% chance plus 10% for adventurer to gain offense up. So when he's going to do his damage, that's going to be get it first, and then he's going to damage. So that in itself is going to mean he's going to be hitting hard when he does his basic. Also, the way these work per teammate characters, they often count themselves. So if that's going to be 30 plus 10, it's going to be 40% chance. If you've got Lily as well, it's going to be 50% chance. That's fairly solid. If you are running like Moana plus Raya or whoever else, that is going to be 60-70% chance. That is solid. That is solid. Now, if this actually doesn't work, it's not including him, that's still pretty good, like 40% chance, 50% chance, just with two others. Now, if we move down to his upgrades that we're going to be giving him, Frank also, if he has a helpful effect, which he's likely going to have, offense up or any other things that we're going to see soon, within his kit, he is going to be dealing a crit strike. That right there, like automatic crit strikes, that is ouch. That's damage dealing right there. Especially at higher levels, that is going to be so tough. That is going to be so tough to deal with other people who are just going to be hitting not as hard as that, especially for a defensive character. That also helps to push the damage up to like what other offensive characters would be. So it's like, hey, I've got a defender, but I'm also hitting like an offensive, so that hurts. Also, when you level him right up to get tier 7, it's going to be extra 15% chance, so that goes from 30 to a 45 plus 10%. So that's going to go to a 55, then 65, and so on. That is solid. And then level 9, more damage, hits harder, as we have come to see. Then we get back to his special. Hey, and the 8th wonder of the world, the backside of water. That right there, this is going to be interesting. I love the treatment that these characters are getting. So with this, he's going to be dealing a solid amount of damage to all opponents. That is very good. That's like his basic level, but to all opponents. Then on top of that, 50% chance to inflict slow. So that's going to work in with Lily, who's going to be dealing crits guaranteed on people with slow. It's also going to work with the likes of Moana, who's another adventurer, who's going to be just slapping double the paddles, going psh, psh. And it's interesting, it's like a water move, and it's relating to Moana. It's kind of like, hey, and also the Rock is part of Moana. He is Maui. He's still working with Moana. What's going on, DSA? What are you doing here, Glue? All right, well, I see you there. Just merging the Rock and all of those things into his own franchise. I like it. Alright. Anyway, enough with the tinfoil hat conspiracy theories about characters and their kits. On top of that, the mass AoE, he is gonna be getting defense up for 1 turn, undefeatable per adventurer teammates. So if you want to have multiple of them, like with a max of 5, so he's going to have a whole stack of them potentially, and this can potentially work even if you're not running a full adventurer team. You could potentially run shadows and then still get 5 potentially. Then 1 protect also per teammate with a max of 5, so you can potentially stack another 5 protect. Getting 5 stack of protect is actually solid. That's like one criticism I had about Quasimodo. when characters are dropping so low in health, he is getting his protect, but it's only one protect, and it's kind of like, hey, yeah, well, here you go, hit me for one turn, and then just take out the character that you just taken low health. It's kind of like, they nearly hit the mark with Quasimodo, but here, like, giving 5 protects, that is like Hercules level annoying. That is like, now I've got to get through all these protects. That is solid. That is a solid defensive ability. So that is good. And then we're not even into his upgrades. So when you're also going to add to this, reducing speed meter by 30% and then plus 10% per adventurer teammate, let's just double up on this again. If it is 30% plus 5 teammates, 80%. If this is going to count shadows, easy 100%. If this counts himself, 40%. Him and Lily, 50%. Him, Lily, Moana, 60%. 60% speed meter gain drain? That is nasty. Now, one other thing that here. Not sure how this is going to work. Now, I'm going to say it's not going to be the AoE drop all speed. Since this is an AoE, I don't think it's going to be the full team dropping the speed by that much. It would have to be the target. If it is the full AoE that is all dropping 30% speed meter, yikes. Right there, OP character, OP. For that reason, I'd hope that this will be the target only. Target only, please. Or else it's going to be havoc. This is going to be absolutely like full control if this is the case, and you can just drop that much turn meter straight off the bat. But no matter what it's going to be, even if it's a single character, that is still absolutely solid. And then going down to more turn meter reduction, 40% plus, as we said, plus all the others additional, that could potentially make it 50% just him on his own, or full team 100% speed meter drops, plus potentially doing it with shadows. That's a bit of a yikes. That is a lot of control. So watch out for that. Then moving on in to his next special, and this one works in, we've had a little look at this with Lily's kit, and we'll go and have a look back onto her kit for those of you who haven't seen the other video. I've done Lily's video as well, so if you want to check out her character and the way I speak about this, if you've enjoyed this, then check my other videos. If you haven't already and you want to see more, then hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any other content like this if you enjoy it. So, or if you just want to support me too, that'd be much appreciated. Just let me know in the comments below if you want to support me, because it all helps. But let's jump into his ability now. Enough of the self-promotion. I'll maybe stick it in somewhere else. But here he's going to hit flanking, a whole flanking row. So he's got an AoE, he's got hitting flanking, he's going to be doing a lot of damage, and he hits hard for these as well. He's going to inflict defense down, so he's going to be doing more damage. If Frank has a helpful effect, he's going to give vulnerable as well. So he's going to add more damage for the next people coming after them. Then grant adventurer teammates defense up as well. So he's going to protect his team in the meantime, deal damage, protect the team, and then leveling it up, Lily's going to be popping off her ability, which we'll go and have a look soon, regardless of count. And then maxed at gear tier 8, he's going to be 2 vulnerables. If he's got helpful effect, which potentially he will. So before we continue on into the kit, let's go and have a look at Lily's kit and see the ability that she's going to be popping off when he does this. So she's going to be using her just zipping by ability. So she's going to go in and double up on the damage, give a whole row of slow as well, and also reduce speed meter, and adventurers are going to gain more speed meter. So even though it's like not her turn, she's going to be gaining it. Other adventurers are going to be gaining speed meter. When it's his turn, he's going to automatically, boom, jump up another 10% speed meter. That is huge, as well as reducing their speed meter. So it means like you're going to be just dropping through some turns. That is amazing. And then when she gets leveled right up as well, that's going to become 15% drop and 15% gain. So it's going to be like more likely you're going to be getting your turns. So they are calling themselves to assist and to help each other. And this is going to be wild. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, yikes. yikes, they're gonna be a nasty duo to be coming up against. And then here, this is where we get into some more interesting, very, very, very interesting stuff. If like the control of this team has dropping speed meter, gaining speed meter, and all the effects that they're doing, this is crazy. But then we're getting here to the passive. When this is like the true adventurer core support now. This is what he's going to be. And when an adventurer falls below 30% health, he's going to gain protect. But he also, when he's going to get 5% offense, 5% defense per protect. That is huge. So he's already like going to be capped on his other ability. He's going to gain 5. So that means it's going to be 25% bonus stats. That's huge. That's like Hercules level, like annoying, like him taking less damage and all that. Like that, Frank's going to be like that. Then also, this is another little extra thing as well. Undefeatable and evasion on him. Up to a maximum of 10. So, for all of those things, if he gains all of those buffs, that's extra 50% bonus offense, 50% bonus defense. That is a lot of extra damage. Then here, going on some more, when Frank loses a protect and Proxima is not already on the field, summon Proxima. So if he is not on the field, Proxima, boom, Frank is going to gain some protects, gets hit, and then boom, he comes out. That is cool. Random location. Proxima has actually like the 108 health for a base character. This is like about a third of his health, and 13 defense, about a third of his defense, so as well. So that is pretty solid. And then even if he gets knocked out, he's going to be able to summon him back when he loses another protect. That is pretty cool. Then going on further, Proxima has a basic. This is their abilities. They've got a basic ability that attacks solid damage. That's more damage than his basic, so it's going to be a good addition. But then also it's got a special that's going to gain stealth for 2 turns, so it's going to be able to hide away and deal like a solid amount of damage to a target. And then if that target has a harmful effect, this ability does a crit strike. And then with that crit strike, we've just seen what's going to happen when adventurers do crit strikes. Lily's going to be popping off and doing things, and this is going to be, if you want to see what she does, go and check out the video that I did on her. Go look at her kit, whatever that you want to do, but that's going to be absolutely wild. And then on top of that, inflict vulnerable as well, so you're going to get more crits. It's going to be all popping off some more. Oh, these ones are tough. Then as well, it's going to have another passive on top of that. So besides the special, 60% chance to assist any adventurers that are going out with their basic attacks. And if you're going to be using the likes of Lily and Frank, they both got amazing basics with their own kits. But also Moana with all the slows and everything else out in there with the adventure supports, there's going to be a solid amount of chance that they're going to be assisting, and it's going to be a lot of damage. And then it's going to be guaranteed if it's Frank. So when Frank does a basic, boom, Proxima is going to run out of attack as well. So that is huge. And then, okay, let's go jump down here into these. So if teammate is Lily, Frank and Lily both gain 30% speed meter and defense up, so it's going to protect them a bit more when they're dropping low health. So if Lily drops low health, then also when you're leveling this up, Proxima is going to get 50% more damage as well as 5% health and defense when you're leveling up both of these gear levels too. So that is pretty solid in itself. It's going to be hitting hard. It's going to be hitting hard, doing a lot of great things. And then that's not even the end of it. He's got a leader. This is probably one of the best things about it. Look at those smuggies. I'm a leader. I've got this. I've got that rock smolders. But with this, the teammates are going to gain the following. 15% crit chance up. This is like 3 times better. And then when you're leveling up, it's going to get another 3% chance. It's going to be 18%. This is 3 times better than even having a crit stone on here. That's how pretty terrible the crit stones are. That is wild. But anyway, So it's going to get 15% crit chance, 18% when leveled up. When dealing a critical hit, gain 10% speed meter and reduce the target speed meter. That's like a Shan Yu built into his leader for all of the adventurers, as well as gaining speed meter themselves. That is absolutely wild. It's going to be boom. Proxima is going to give them, I'm not sure if it's going to give only Proxima, if he does a crit, if it's going to give Frank the speed gain because it's theoretically him, or if it's only going to give it the summon itself. Either way, doesn't matter. Frank himself has crit things built into his kit. He's going to be dealing crits with his basic. He's going to be getting more speed. He's going to get more turns. He's going to get more abilities. And same with Lily. And if you do this with like Moana, and she starts slapping double paddles hard with all the slows and hits crits, gets more turn. Oh, ouch. We're going to be in for some painful battles. Painful battles. And that's not even it. When health falls below 30% chance, 30%, so this is already built into his kit with Proxima, gain 1 invasion and undefeatable. So he's going to be boosting his stats, summoning Proxima, doing even more. And then, this is on top of all of that, we're getting a hint at the new game modes in Club Adventures. So I'm guessing this might be like in the whole tab for raids and dungeon and the new mode that's going to come out, because that's all that is in a tab by itself on the homepage. So if it's in all those modes, maybe it's just like club dungeon and the new mode coming out, but I would say maybe it'll be like the raids and club, because they're the club modes. If when you put this in, if there's raids as well, it's going to be absolutely huge. Start the battle with guaranteed crit. That's going to kick off a whole bunch of this kind of stuff happening. And as well, haste for 1 turn. Make sure that they're going to be fast. When health falls below 30%, immediately take a turn 2. So if it's in, like, just thinking in raids is our main club mode at the moment. He's going to be, boom, popping off and having to, that is one of the things at the moment in raids. Like, you just need to get turns out and do as much as you can before they just pop off. So have him popping off, have him calling Lily, have them doing like all of that kind of stuff. That is huge. And then, as I said before, it's going to go to 18% crits, and then also it goes from being a 10% speed meter reduce and gain to a 15. That is a, well, like, they've got a lot of speed dropping, a lot of speed gaining. They're going to be nasty characters to use to deal with, viable in PvP, viable in raid, viable in the new club dungeon modes, and that's going to be wild. Let me know what you guys think. There was a lot of talking, a lot of explaining, a lot of theories and other things, so let me know what you guys think. What was your favorite parts down in the comments below. If you want to catch me live, head to my Twitch, it is in the description below, and I'd love to see you there. So hopefully we'll see you down below.